Hey guys, and welcome to my new series on Dropbox. Now, I'm sure most of you or some of you have heard of Dropbox before, or some word of cloud storage or file synchronization or sharing files or something along the lines of that. But for those who have never heard of Dropbox or haven't tried it before or don't really know what it is and is curious, well, you have come to the right place, because Dropbox is a really useful program, app, web service, whatever you want to call it, because it offers all of that for your Windows, your Mac, your iPhone, your Android phone, and your web, and all the other stuff that you use in order to access files. Now, what is Dropbox? Now, Dropbox basically offers these three stuff. They offer more, but in general, it offers these three. Now, cloud storage. What cloud storage is basically you have a file on your computer. Say you've got a Microsoft Word document, and if you use cloud storage system, what it does is basically it copies that Microsoft Word document and it stores it in the internet, somewhere in the internet. Basically, Dropbox keeps it somewhere along the internet, so that's why it's called cloud. It's floating around somewhere in the internet and it's storing your files. It basically, if you look at the diagram, looks like this. So you have videos, you have music, you have documents, you have files and pictures and everything you want to share, and basically you put all that into a cloud and they store it for you. Now, the best advantage of using cloud storage, for one, is that, say for example, you're writing an important document like an essay or something, and you save it into your normal My Documents, and you go off, and then an hour later your hard drive fails and you lost everything. That sometimes happen. Or you could store it into your USB and you could actually lose that USB, or forget to bring it when you have to like hand your essay in or something like that. Now, with cloud storage, even if your hard drive fails on your main computer, because that document is stored in the internet, you'll be able to access it from another computer. Also, with that, Dropbox also offers file synchronization. Now, if you have a Dropbox account, which you have to create in order to use Dropbox, and you have, say for example, 2 computers. Now, if you download Dropbox on both computers and access or log in using the same username and the password, what it does is synchronize the file. So basically, if you have a music file and a document in your Dropbox folder inside computer A, then if you log in with the same username and password in computer B, it's going to automatically download and sync that music file and the document file and whatever else you have into computer B. And if you make changes to either the folders and files into computer A and computer B, it's going to sync it automatically for you instantly. That's really good if you want to synchronize folders within files and folders within your whatever number of computers you have. And there's a lot of useful ways in which you can use that. I'm going to show you in my later videos one way, which is using Dropbox file synchronization to keep all your iTunes music into one place. So you have your iTunes inside your Dropbox and it's on the cloud storage, and you can access it in computer A and computer B and computer C and so on, without having to keep on installing music using a CD or USB, whatever, in all computers. And there's loads of different use for that. It's really good. Now, the third thing is file sharing. Now, there's 2 ways of sharing files. One is to create a public folder, which basically, if you insert the file or the folder into a public folder, you can create a link so that if you give the link to another into anyone, they actually download that file for you. And the other one is you can share Dropbox specific folders with your friends. I'll talk about that later in my videos, in a specific video on that topic. Okay, so how much does it cost? Dropbox operates on a freemium service. It's a relatively new word, a combination of free and premium. What it does is it offers a completely full service for free, but if you want more, you have to pay. So in general, Dropbox is free up to 2 GB space, so you can have 2 GB of storage inside your Dropbox for completely free, and there's ways in which you can earn up to 16 GB for free officially. No hacking, no cheating, no bad stuff. So you can get up to 16 GB for completely free. Now, if you want more, you can actually pay $10 actually, or $9.95 per month for up to 100 GB space, or I think it was $99 annually. If you pay annually, it's always going to be a bit cheaper than paying for 12 times for the monthly charge. Now, if you want 200 GB space, you can pay $20 per month, and if you want 500 GB space, you can pay $50 a month. So let's quickly look at an example of a Dropbox folder. Okay, so this is what a general Dropbox folder looks like. We have inside here, because I'm using my Mac, it's divided automatically into folders: PDF documents, developer documents, but don't worry about that. Inside I've got a couple folders, where I sync my app settings and save data, my essay stuff, my works on programming and web stuff, my university stuff like my PDF for, I don't know, forms and whatever, and my YouTube stuff, my public stuff, which in here, if you put a file inside, you can actually share it with anyone on the internet if you give them a link. And I'm going to talk about that and both about sharing folders in my later videos. I've also got my YouTube stuff and all the other crap that I want to share, store, or just back up. Now, in each of the folders and files, what you notice is that there's this green tick icon at the top left, bottom left. I mean, now what that means is that it that specific icon, that specific folder or file is synced with Dropbox. That means that all that files and folders are stored inside your Dropbox and is kept safe. Now, if you actually go to your Dropbox account in the Dropbox website, which I'll show you in my next video, you can actually see all these files in there and access it from different computers, even if that specific computer doesn't have Dropbox installed. Now, if I move my mouse to the top over here, and I think I'll zoom in, what you see, not fantastical, I don't need you, what you see is this official Dropbox icon with a tick also. Oops, I think that'll do. Now, that means is that, it's all files update. That means that all files inside my Dropbox folder are synced and up to date. That's why the Dropbox itself has a tick. Now, if I click on it, I can open my Dropbox folder, which is a folder over here. The folder over here, I can launch my Dropbox website. I can look at my recently changed files. I'm using currently about 20% of my about 12 gig space, and all files are up to date. You can get more space by paying. You can pause the syncing, and there's also preferences and stopping Dropbox and so on. Now, let me quickly go to I don't know, my documents or something, and then let's copy this Let's copy this titanium.co resources and chapter 1 into my Dropbox. So I'm going to copy chapter 1, and then I'm going to go back to my Dropbox, and then I am going to paste item. Now you see that this is chapter 1, and both the Dropbox icon at the top, so over here, and the chapter 1 folder itself is actually syncing. Now what that means is that all the files and folders inside here are actually being uploaded onto your Dropbox account on the cloud. Now once this finishes syncing, which I don't know how big this is, let me check. It's about 1.4, so it's not going to take long. Hopefully, there we go. Once it finishes syncing, both the icon over here and the chapter 1 folder, the new folder or the file that I newly put into my Dropbox folder now has this green icon, which means that it's actually synced. Now if I delete this and quickly go over here, let me do that, delete, and go to my Dropbox icon. I'm not sure if you caught it, but it also had this like blue syncing icon, not the green tick. That means that because it's deleted onto my Dropbox folder, it's now going to be deleted both onto my other computers if it's sync, and onto the website cloud storage system as well. Okay, so in my next video I'm going to show you the how to install, how to create an account, which is all the basic stuff, and how to set up your Dropbox. And in this series I will talk about from the basics of Dropbox, file syncing, sharing in public folders, into all the tips and tricks and secrets to make your life a whole lot easier. It made my life a whole lot easier from I don't know, an hour or two of learning how to use Dropbox. And there's also official and unofficial add-ons and website that uses Dropbox to make your life easier. And okay, I've got a new message, but I'm just going to ignore that because that's the end of the video, and I'm going to blur it or put a black line on it, so please ignore that. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.